With power comes great responsibility. That is why our heroes are so strong. Whether you're a Marvel or DC fan, you have to admit that great characters manifest through fighting the cruelest of beings, individuals who have no regard for their own safety, intelligent and always harming innocent civilians as a sadist act. Lex Luthor is no exception. He's the classic archenemy of the most famous and popular superhero of all time, Superman. Being easily recognizable by his bald head, Luthor is a multi-millionaire businessman that has the brains to fight Superman's brawn. Because of this, he is the most feared and well known as an active villain who will continue to terrorize Superman for years to come. Despite his greatness, there is a lot more to Luthor than meets the eye. Today, we'll be uncovering some shocking facts about Lex Luthor you may not know. So fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. You'll have the knowledge to surprise your friends later, and they'll ask you where you learned all this from. Before we start, if you guys find this video interesting, please let us know by smashing the like button. And if you enjoyed the contents on our video playlist and want to see more, just click subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates. Number 1. Money is power. Everyone dreams of one day becoming rich and successful, but for Lex Luthor, he is already living that fantasy. Lex Luthor has accumulated so much wealth that he outclasses all of the DC heroes by himself. In fact, Forbes had ranked him as the fourth wealthiest fictional character. This allows him to fund his evil corporation as well as buying goods in secrecy to fight our heroes. His underlying source of money has left him as the ultimate threat within the DC universe. Number 2. His parents changed their surname. Born into a loving family in Smallville, Lex Luthor was your average guy born to Jules and Arlene Luthor. However, when the villain's life took a turn for the worse, he committed crime in order to reverse these effects, but for a cost. Jules and Arlene became ashamed of what their son had done, disowned him and left Smallville with a different surname which was an anagram of their real surname, Thorell. It could be said that these actions led Luthor to become an even greater criminal, evolving to become the scourge of the Man of Steel. Number 3. He has survived nuclear blasts. Despite having different ideals from Superman, they seem to have one thing in common: surviving nuclear blasts. Lex Luthor has quite a horrid history with nuclear energy, and in particular atomic blasts. Arriving on the scene in 1940, his character had made nuclear energy a hot topic within the comic series. Number 4. The Ring of Green. Everyone knows that Superman's weakness is kryptonite, so whenever Luthor goes into battle with the caped hero, he ensures that he has his fashionable kryptonite ring shining at all times. In all seriousness, defending a rush of attacks is just as important as unleashing them. In Lex Luthor's case, the ring protects him from Superman as the longer he is exposed to it, the weaker his powers get, and he will eventually die. Shaped from the kryptonite stolen from the Talos's heart, Superman Vol. 2 Number 2, the ring bears a heavy price for the user. That is, the longer Luthor wears the ring, he is more prone to develop cancer from long-term exposure to the ring's radiation. Number 5. Lex wasn't always bald. Being his iconic look, our favorite villain wasn't initially intended to be bald. When he was originally created in 1940, Lex Luthor was depicted as a Redeed with a full set of hair. His legacy of being a Redeed only lasted for a year before the artist mistakenly printed him bald in one of the comic strips, resulting in a permanent change of his character. In order to clear up any misunderstandings, fans were later offered with an canon explanation of how Luthor ended up bald. Upon working on a kryptonite cure, Luthor's lab had caught on fire. At the time, Superboy, who was Luthor's idol, came to his rescue. Using his super breath to extinguish the fire, he accidentally caused the kryptonite cure to land on his head, resulting in him losing all of his hair. This had triggered Luthor to bear a strong hatred for Superman. With these moments that occurred in history, we are now fully fledged with information on how Luthor became bald and the genius villain we know today. Number 6. Many actors were considered to play him. If you're a die-hard fan for the DC Cinematic Universe, then you can probably name all the actors who have played Lex Luthor throughout the course of history. Gene Hackman in the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, Kevin Spacey in Superman Returns, and Jesse Eisenberg in the upcoming Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. However, you may be unaware of who was originally considered to play the evil villain. In the Reeve movies, Dustin Hoffman had turned down the offer of playing Luthor due to him already receiving a titular heroic role incidentally, while Kevin Spacey was the first and only choice to play Luthor in Superman Returns. In the DC live-action movies, Jesse Eisenberg wasn't approached until Adam Driver and Joaquin Phoenix were unable to take the role due to scheduling conflicts, and later turning it down after some consideration. Number 7. Lex 2.0. As mentioned at the number 4 spot, Lex Luthor was diagnosed with cancer following his battles with Superman. In a moment of quick thinking and split decision-making, Luthor had faked his own death by crashing his jet in the Andes, using it as a diversion to transfer his original body into a clone that was a younger version of himself. The new Lex Luthor would then go on to make his first appearance in 1991's Action Comics number 670. He was introduced as Luthor's 21-year-old illegitimate son and heir to Lex Corp. Spotting his original red hair appearance, beard, and sexy Australian accent, Lex 2.0 becomes an instant sensation and seduces Supergirl, who is a protoplasmic clone of an alternative universe's Lana Lang, into joining his cause. Eventually, his cloned body ages extremely fast and sees Lex 2.0 lose all of his red hair instantly. Number 8. Lex Runs for President. This fact would surely inspire Donald Trump. At one point in the comics, Luthor was elected as the President of the United States. He had won the election by promising technological processes as well as assistance in rebuilding Gotham after it was destroyed by a devastating earthquake in the No Man's Land crossover arc. His run of presidency doesn't end there. During the Worlds at War event in 2001, Luthor leads the U.S. Army and Earth's superheroes against an invasion by Imperiex. It is later revealed that he knew about the invasion in advance but let it play out so he could become a hero. Being one of the most prominent and longest-serving villains in the DC universe, Lex Luthor is a force to be reckoned with due to his immense wealth and intelligence, which fans have seen him use to go toe-to-toe with Superman, one of the strongest superheroes to ever exist. Did we surprise you with any facts about Lex Luthor? What other type of DC content would you like to see on our channel? Who's your favorite DC character? Let us know by shouting it down in the comments. As Black Friday is fast approaching, we'll be having a store-wide sale. Every day a new video is posted, we'll be giving away a Black Friday code within the description of our videos, so be sure to always be alert and on the hunt for some amazing deals. This has been Music Chests, your DC Universe butler, signing out.